In this video, learn 6 steps to be more specific with your trades to experience better results. I'm Mike Bellafiore, and we're one of the top proprietary trading firms located in New York City and proud to have developed number 7 and even 8-figure per year traders. We hope you discover this is the top YouTube channel to help you grow your trading account. A trading candidate sent us a video application, and in this video with Jeff and myself, we're going to react to his application in real time. In this video, you're going to learn our reaction to his video application, the 3 ways to get hired by our prop desk, and then finally, did this trader get hired? Okay, let's roll the video of this video application from this trader.
Hi, my name's Calvin Williams. I'm a prospective applicant for S&B Capital. I'm applying for the remote trader position. I actually just submitted my application last night. It's about 10:30 in the morning here, Eastern time in Orlando, and I want to walk you guys through a trade I took this morning and won, and just show you my process and my strategy. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'd love to join your team.
I love the video application. That's creative. We don't see that every day.
All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through this trade I took on Tesla this morning. The strategy I use, it's called the 10 EMA strategy. And basically over here on the left, we have the 3-minute time frame. This is the pre-market. And over here we have the 1-hour time frame, and I'm using the 20 EMA over here. So 10, 20, 1 hour, 3 minute. So over here we can see we opened below the low of Friday. We actually took out Friday's low. We're below that 20 EMA. So if we're below that 20 EMA, I'm looking for bearish trades.
I'd be curious why. If you're below the 20 EMA, why are you looking for bearish trades?
So we'll just kind of go through time here and I'll show you how this strategy works. So opening candle, 2 bear candles in a row. This is what we're looking for. We're actually looking for a bull candle closing under the 10.
Help me understand what you mean by a bull candle.
Now what I'll do is I'll set up a sell stop order right below that candle. Stop, in this case above high of day or that opening candle, and then I'll target 1.2. So this is a breakout strategy.
What's the rationale for the targeting? I understand the rationale for the stop. It seems like your stop is in the right place.
Good stuff.
But what's the rationale for the target here? I'm a bit confused as to why you're setting that. Maybe it's just we don't understand the strategy, and maybe again it's going back to if you're applying to the firm, you're using strategies that we understand. It's a lot easier for us to grasp what you're doing and get an understanding of your trading decision. At this point, I'm kind of a little lost as to some of the decisions that you're making and why, but it seems clear to you.
So let's see what happened. Bam, immediately triggered in. So I got filled around 268, and we'll see how this played out. So in this case, it worked really well, went straight to target.
It's clear you made a great trade for this specific opportunity that you had presented. That seems like you got everything you wanted in that trade. Awesome job.
Bounced around down here a little bit and then decided to kind of head north. And just to show you this trade was legit, here's the confirmation in MetaTrader 5. There's my Tesla trade right there at the bottom. Entry 268, take profit 264. I think the time is like GMT time. And then also I can show you over here on Traders Connect. This is the software I use to track my trades. Same thing right there. But then what's interesting is I can actually open this up and show you guys that I took this in the lead account, made 177, but I actually have 3 other accounts linked. So I made about another 1,200 in these other 3 accounts.
That's awesome. Congratulations on making a good trade and being rewarded for it. So whatever the way that you've got these accounts going if they're tracker accounts, I don't quite understand that. And I apologize. Again, maybe it's not understanding the strategy, but this sort of information is great to see that you're profiting off of an edge that you found in the marketplace. It's great to see that you're putting live capital to work and you're putting yourself out there and you're taking good trades. The context around this is really tough for me to grasp at this point in this application video.
Here's the log as well. Open price 268, take profit 264.
I really love how this trader is trading. we get some applications where people talk about how they want to trade. Better to be an applicant who is trading, is trying certain strategies, optimal if you're having success with certain strategies, optimal if you have some good skills that lend itself to building more businesses. But that part I love.
Yeah.
We love talking to traders who are trading.
We're here putting money to work. We're making decisions, sometimes making tough decisions on cutting positions. We're here looking for people who are really passionate about markets, and we can see that he's passionate about trading. We can see that he's passionate about markets. That very much comes through in this video.
I'm really passionate about trading. I've been trading for about 3 years. I've experienced a lot of ups and downs like most traders have, but I'm dedicated to this process, and I think joining S&B Capital really helped me, working with senior traders and other people on the team to just improve my skills and learn more discipline and learn more strategies and give my strategy a better edge. I'm very excited. I hope I get this. I'm sending this video to you with my best foot forward. Thank you very much.
Well, it would be a good thing if he joined S&B Capital. He certainly would get a lot better. But I love how this trader is not afraid to fail. And there's that great Wayne Gretzky quote, "You miss 100% of the shots you do not take." And this is a person who is fearless and going for it. I appreciate that. I relate to that. I'm sure you do as well. So love that part. Love that part of it. Feedback, just overall, the trade, and I actually gave this feedback to the trader as well. The trader needs to be more specific. And I'll share with you just what I wrote quickly to Calvin to give him a little feedback. I said, "Nice video, and thanks for sharing. Have you considered diving into data to support the thesis of this trade? This is a good start. We would quickly tell you this is not specific enough. Using data to help you find the best time to take this trade would make this a potentially winning trade." That was what I sent to him. It's something we would say to somebody on our desk. And Jeff, I wonder your initial reaction on how Calvin could have been more specific. Well, do you think he could have been more specific? And if so, how could he have been more specific?
We find this a lot, especially with new and developing traders, especially with traders who are applying for even internships. Traders often know way more about whatever strategies they're using. And when we say strategy, what we really mean is the combination of a catalyst, a setup, and a trade. In general, that's sort of the term that we can use for trading strategy. So when somebody has a specific combination of a catalyst, a setup, and then a trade that they're taking, that's a general strategy. Oftentimes, they have way more knowledge about that strategy as a whole than they even believe, especially early on, because one of the toughest things about being a trader early on is you kind of don't know, you haven't really found if this edge is working all the time. But here's some simple things that anybody can do with any trading strategy to understand the viability of it a little bit more. And these are things that we sort of expect now from new and developing traders on our desk, and we've started to see our interns go into it as well. So here are a couple things that you really should know about your trading strategy, very specific questions to ask yourself. Okay, first of all, what's the catalyst? Second of all, what's the setup here? And he showed a chart so we could kind of see it was gapping down below a period of consolidation, it looked like. But it didn't really tell me anything about the setup, nor did he say, okay, this is a setup I would take, or this is a trade I would take and a gap down. We understood the basic of the entry criteria for the trade, it sounds like, which was you get a bullish, he called it a bullish candle, and then you look for a range break to the downside when it's below a moving average. Made a ton of sense. That's a trade that you can definitely take. But you're going to improve the probability of that trade working significantly if you understand a catalyst that goes with it and a setup that goes with it as well. Another thing that you can do is you can take it a little bit of a step further. And once you understand the catalyst and the setup that goes into that trade, you can take it and you can understand What are the variables that will increase the probability of that trade working? Is there an RVOL component? Is there a location, a location in range? Maybe it only works, or it works even better if it's below the pre-market range. Maybe it only works if it's outside of a 5-day trading range. These are little simple variables that you can actually test without too much work. You can just pull them all, and I don't even want to get into how to test it, but you can test without too much work. And it can really help you understand the situations, those catalyst setup and trade combinations that can increase the probability of that trade working for you. You also want to take it far enough where you understand the catalyst, the setup, and the times you'll get that trade, and understand the variables that decrease the probability of that trade working. I would guess if that trade was occurring down into a maybe 8 out of 10 support level, that trade might not work as well as it did in this circumstance. So you really want to make sure you're understanding the dynamic nature of these trades. There are variables that can be present that will increase the probability of that trade working, and there are variables that are going to be present that will decrease the probability of that trade working. Those simple things of catalyst, setup, and trade, and then understanding the variables that will increase the probability of that trade working, understanding the variables that decrease the probability of that trade working. If you just do those 3 steps, this would be a very impressive video. What we're really looking for is traders that will be able to sit in their seat for 10 years. What we've seen is traders who sit on our desk, whether it's remote or in-house, if they can sit in their seat for 10 years and trade, they will make a lot of money trading. It is really difficult in the first year and 2 years, especially if you're remote, to be able to sit in your seat and do the right things every single day to keep you on that trajectory to being able to sit in your seat for 10 years. If you're not doing the right things when you start, you're fighting an uphill battle in order to make it to year 2. If you are doing the right things, if you're taking every single trade that you do and understanding the catalyst, the setup, and the trade that goes into it, if you're understanding the variables that increase the probability of that trade working, the variables that decrease the probability of that trade working, if you're reviewing your trades, looking at your data, reviewing yourself, and understanding the times that you're trading the best and the times that you're trading the worst, if you're doing those things, you're putting yourself in a position to be able to make it through the first 2 years and accelerate your growth. Which means if you can get through the first 2 years, you're far more likely to make it to 10 years as a trader on our desk.
Okay, did Calvin get hired? The 3 ways you can get hired by SMB are: 1, an internship for U.S. college students. If you're a U.S. college student and you're interested in trading, you can apply to intern with SMB. Just go to smbcap.com/careers. Top interns are hired every year to join our desk. Second, if you're an experienced trader with a track record, and we would define that as consistently profitable, P&L greater than $250,000, you're a fit for our culture, you're somebody who is lacking resources to reach your potential. Perhaps you're in need of capital, proprietary technology, automated technology to run some of your discretionary strategies, access to multiple trading products like options, futures. Perhaps you need research from the street. Perhaps you need to be surrounded by profitable traders to collaborate with. Perhaps you need a risk manager to rein you in when you're not seeing screens well. Perhaps you need some coaching and some mentoring. Again, you need resources to reach your potential, and you're an experienced trader. Those are people we're looking for. And then third, the third way that you can become hired at SMB is through SMB training. We're mostly a proprietary trading desk. SMB Capital is what we do most of the time. We do have a separate freestanding trader education firm, which we call SMB Training. You can train with SMB Training, develop a track record, send us that track record, and then earn a spot on our desk. At the end of this video, you'll see an opportunity to be able to do this with the SME Training Camp. We do hire traders every year from SMBU, SMB training. All right, so let's take a look at those 3 ways that you can get hired for Calvin. This trader, Calvin, was not eligible for an internship as he was not a U.S. college student. This trader was not an experienced trader with a track record. And finally, this trader had not trained with SMBU. We appreciate Calvin reaching out and applying. And while this didn't work out for Calvin, and perhaps how Calvin had hoped not yet, he does role model not to be afraid to fail. He role models to the SME community to reach for the stars while keeping your feet on the ground. All right, let's summarize how Calvin could have been more specific and perhaps how you can be more specific with your trades. So 1, with all your trades, what's the catalyst? 2, what's the setup? 3, what's the trade? What are the variables that increase the probability the trade would work? What are the variables that decrease the probability of the trade working? 4, backtest these variables. Use data to dive deeper to see if you actually have edge. 5, develop alerts for when the trade will work best based on that diving deeper into data. And 6, always measure results when you take these alerts and see how you're doing. From all of us at SMB, train and trade well. So you're an active trader, not doing as well as you want, not doing as well as you deserve, and you just can't figure out why you can't become profitable no matter how hard you try. Well, let me show you why. This is your competition. The traders in this room. This room right here is full of elite traders, some of whom are making 7 and even 8 figures a year. In fact, our top guys have made nearly 20 million each in net trading profits in a single year. Let's head to my office so I can share more. So you're probably used to seeing videos of lavish trader lifestyles, trading gurus trading off of a laptop for an hour a day, heck, maybe even 15 minutes a day, and then them relaxing on some secluded beach for the rest of the day. Well, all I can tell you is that our traders train like pro athletes. They live and breathe the markets and are continually working on their trading skills. Because at our firm, that's what we found it really takes to make it in this game. I'm Mike Bellafiore, co-founder and managing partner of SMB Capital, one of the world's top proprietary trading firms located in Midtown Manhattan. And we're always looking for trading talent to hire and develop. And not just to trade in-house on our desk, but also to trade from their own home, entirely using our firm's capital. And we have numerous traders doing just that, allowing them to make upwards of 7 figures trading the firm's capital without risking their own money. But to even get a shot at something like that, you need to have the right training. That's why we're doing a new free online presentation in which we share how you can get an interview with SMB to become an in-house or remote trader, trading firm capital without risking yours and gaining access to all of our firm's coaching and resources. And the best part, you don't have to be a profitable trader yet. In fact, we prefer to mold profitable traders with our methods and our techniques. That's why we have just 3 simple criteria that can earn anyone an interview. We're looking for highly ambitious and determined traders who fit our culture first and foremost. So if you believe that could be you, sign up for the free 1-hour online presentation by clicking the link that's in your top right corner of your screen now.